My name is Astra Felix. I didn't come here with any, data. I just came here with some basic questions, and I will email them to Bart, John, and the rest of the city council after this meeting. The first is about the property values. It seems to me that the only medium to long-term improvement in home and land values is more land can be converted and then landowners can cash out and move on. Homeowners did not buy next to industrial infrastructure, and rezoning after the fact removes their ability to protect their property value and quality of life. Zoning is supposed to provide predictability. Changing land use this dramatically, this close to existing homes, undermines that trust. My first question, 1, is a home that backs up to a cornfield worth less when the cornfield turns into a data center? I know, Bart, you explained that you think it's not, or you've researched it's not. Number 2, are there any conditions in which adding a data center increases the neighboring home values? Number 3, we asked that the city council to require data center developers to provide data-driven, legally binding documentation to prove that property values will not decline, including, not limited to, third-party comparable studies showing that in similar high-density data center areas like Northern Virginia, property values have not decreased. Will you, as city council members, agree to require this from the developers? I've talked to other people in other states that are surrounding us that are going through this right now, and all of them, and some of them that actually halted these rezoning decisions, also requested to require the data centers, if they are so sure that our property values will not go down, will they agree to purchase all the property that's in 1 to 2 miles of these data centers? If they are so sure that this is going to be profitable, that should not be a problem for them, because that would not be, it'd be a little fraction compared to what they're saying they're going to bring in. I asked the city council before me to please table any data center or rezoning for data center decisions until we get clear answers to these questions. We as citizens feel it would be irresponsible on the part of the Yorkville City Council to not ask these questions before making a decision, without considering the residents' concerns regarding property values. My next questions are about the city's debt repayment. The city has publicly planned a 20% annual water rate increase for multiple consecutive years. These increases are designed to pay construction costs, cover interest on debt, and build required reserve funds. Residents are paying now, while full population growth hasn't arrived, and these data centers have not gone online and are not guaranteed to. Many times during the developers or attorneys for the developers' presentations in Bart's, they said, if they build. That creates a front-loaded burden on existing households. Our city is spending on infrastructure now with the hope of future revenue later. In the tech world, this is known as, just trust me, bro. If revenue estimates are overly optimistic, that can weaken the city's ability to cover its debt and pay for services without raising our taxes or fees. Some of these revenue projections have already been decreased publicly and have not been guaranteed. For example, earlier projections estimated up to $100 million in utility tax from data centers. Bart Olson, our city administrator, acknowledged later that the actual revenue could be as low as $10 million or $50 million. That's only 10 to 50% of the original estimate, or potentially less, he said. First question, 1, what is the city's council's plan to pay back these loans if the data centers do not materialize or show a profit? 2, will an independent fiscal impact analysis be done showing the tax revenue, even with incentives, will cover infrastructure costs without raising taxes on residents. Number 3, should this not be the financial burden of the data centers and not the citizens? Once again, I ask the City Council before me to please table any data center decisions regarding zoning, approval, until we get clear answers to these questions. We as citizens feel it would be irresponsible on the part of the Yorkville City Council to ask its citizens to take on this debt. Thank you.